Can we hit this?
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Oh man, we're here. Game of Thrones is back.
Game of Thrones is back.
It's crazy. First, we're back. Now Game of Thrones is back. And then we found out something that happened at the end of the episode. Actually, spoiler alerts for all of you nerds out there.
Nerd alert.
I'm not saying Game of Thrones nerds, because Game of Thrones nerds are pretty cool. I'm talking about just you normal nerds. You trolling nerds. Nerds that just want to go out there and cause trouble. You White Walker nerds. What other kind of nerds, Game of Thrones type of references can we nerd about with?
The Thens, maybe?
Who's
the
that?
Then nerds? The ones that Sam killed. Do you not remember Then? They're like the wildlings, but worse.
Oh, the ones that eat people?
Yeah, they were called Then.
Oh, yes, you're right. But we're back. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. First of all, Mitch, I don't know how long ago you started Game of Thrones. When did you actually get into the...
About 2016, 2017, somewhere in that time.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was like right before season 7 came out because I remember watching season 7 live.
Right. I watched the episode 1 when it first came out.
Okay.
I had to watch it twice because I got like into it 20 minutes after it aired.
Oh, yeah, you just kind of turned it on and then...
Yeah, and I was like, what is this? This is pretty cool.
It's so good.
And then I slowly started getting everybody else involved, and I'm like, you have to watch Game of Thrones. And they're like, no, I don't believe in magical creatures.
Nerd stuff is not my thing. I don't like that fantasy shit.
I hate Harry Potter. I hate Lord of the Rings. And then I said, you know what? That means you're going to love this.
It's like, that's the point, is like the fantasy aspect isn't even a huge part of the movie, like the show at all.
The fantasy means nothing.
Yeah, like it's more about the politics, the scheming, the war,
The sex,
the violence.
the boobs,
The boobs are pretty good.
the fake dicks that they put on people.
Or the dickless.
Or yeah, the no dicks, or cutting off stuff. Nobody's safe. And guess what? On this season, no one is safe. I feel like there's so much tension.
There really is.
Like the elephant in the room is fucking Bran.
R.I.P. those elephants Cersei didn't get, speaking of elephants.
Hey, I really, really wish I got those elephants.
Dude, if she would have gotten those elephants.
I mean, it's funny that she was sad about it. Was it after she had sex with?
No, so it was.
It was before.
It was before because Euron was like, "You owe me a favor," and she was like, "But you didn't bring me elephants."
Right.
And then that's when that.
It's like the little kid with the pony. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, she got the other regiment fighting for her.
Yeah, she got the Golden Company, right?
Mm-hmm. The Golden Company, and they're paid for obviously by straight up cash.
Yeah.
From the Iron Bank.
The Iron Bank, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. But no elephants for you, Cersei. You don't deserve them elephants. So
Cersei's such a bitch.
Yes, no, she is. She is. But look, Cersei was also in 300.
Was she really?
She was the queen.
Oh shit! I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, and now she's like the villain in this TV show. It's crazy.
I'd never put that together.
It's because she's brunette in 300 and she's blonde in this one.
Oh, okay, that's probably why. Then.
Yeah,
Shame.
She's such a good actor. Though.
Shame.
You know, when an actor makes you hate them so much, like Joffrey.
Mm-hmm. Joffrey, you can't deny his talent, but he's a fucking douche.
Right, but he's such a good actor.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So the season opens up with what? The little kid running around, kind of like Arya was running around.
So first off, we got to talk about how they changed that intro. They updated the intro.
They did update the intro.
We can't skip over that.
Okay, they did. They did some stuff. They did some changes, and honestly, the intro has been changed before this season. Honestly.
Yeah, but never this much in depth though.
But
like
did you know that? Did you know that?
I hadn't been paying that much attention.
Did you know what they changed in the first part?
No, what did they change?
The wall. The Night's Watch.
Yeah.
The wall's not there anymore.
Yeah, I saw that.
But that was in the last season.
They took it out completely?
Yeah, it's gone.
I was gonna say because I know there was a big hole in the wall from the Ice Dragon.
Yeah. The wall is different now. It's not complete anymore.
Okay,
They
got it.
updated it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have been making little changes actually during the season, but like you said, not this much drastic change. But what change caught your eye, Mitch?
First off was the hole in the wall. then how they didn't go all over the map. They just went to King's Landing and they went into the Red Room, into the throne. Mm-hmm. That was what I noticed first.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. Like, I like that they put together the throne and like how it goes do, 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 with the swords falling out. Yeah, that was sick.
That's cool.
That was sick.
That's cool. Cool. But yeah, there's changes that they made in the beginning. And then after that, we're going into the scene where the little kid's running around like he's Ara. And then guess who's coming in? Guess who's coming into town?
The King of the North.
The former King of the North. Because Winterfell is yours.
He bent the knee.
He bent the knee. She took advantage of him. And she might be pregnant. We don't even know. She might be pregnant, right?
Did you hear that? I know Cersei's
I
pregnant.
didn't hear, but I mean, look, they're all having sex without protection. I don't know how good their pullout game is.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't think the pullout game was invented back then.
Probably not, honestly.
No, not at all.
So she might be pregnant.
Yeah,
that's gonna have like 12 fucking.
But I mean, listen, we end the first season, the seventh season, with knowing the information about Jon Snow, but we all knew.
Yeah,
we all knew.
Yeah, that actually, like, since we already knew, do we like refer to Jon as Aegon Targaryen, or is he still Jon Snow?
That's what he is. He's Aegon Jon Snow Targaryen.
But do we, like, when we're talking about him, like in this like conversation like aspect, are we still gonna refer to him as Jon Snow, or do we call him Aegon now?
I mean, no one's going to call him Aegon now. It sounds like the word Eggos. Sounds like the waffles, man. I'm not going to call him Aegon. Lego my Aegon.
Shout out to waffles.
Shout out to the waffle gang. But I mean, it's just amazing. And he came in, and there's a whole big spectacle, the huge army, and the army that, Sansa's just there, being a bitch.
She just has the best resting bitch face. Shout out Sophie Turner, because she's like perfect, but like she does such a good fucking job with Sansa.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, she really adopted the role of resting bitch face.
She really did.
And she's just sitting there like chilling, just like I'm not impressed. And then the dragons come,
bro,
and everyone pisses their pants when the dragons come, man. Oh, that was dope. Really, that was so cool.
Yeah. Like, I love seeing the reactions of people the first time they see the dragons.
Right. So Sansa got a compliment from Daenerys.
Yeah. And then that resting bitch face again.
Yeah, but then she just answered. I mean, I think she was a really nice compliment. Like, hey, I know I just fucked your brother, right?
I'm also your aunt, by the way.
And she doesn't know that yet, Mitch. Like, God,
it's still like,
okay. Can I just get through this? Okay, so I just fucked your brother, and I'm pretty sure your brother and I had sex, because like sisters, like girls just know these things. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, let me open up with a compliment. Those compliments girls give each other, those fake compliments. I love your hair. You're so pretty. This and that. And she said that to Sansa, and Sansa just says, the North is yours.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I was pulling a blank for some reason.
And then she's just felt like I didn't know the North is mine. Hell, I know the North is mine. Jon Snow is mine. What's up, Brian? Good to see you. And yeah, that's how it opens up. So Sansa's also very cold towards Daenerys.
Yeah.
Very awkward situation. And then moving forward, what was the next couple scenes that happened? What happened?
So the next scene, I actually took live notes on it. Mm-hmm. So we have the Sansa versus Daenerys situation. Right. Sansa stares her down in the town hall.
Okay.
With what was that little girl's name that stood up and was like, she stands up and she's like, Jon, you're not in charge anymore, basically.
Yeah, what do we call you? Is what she said. What do you call you? You left as the king of the North. Basically, you bent the knee. So who are you now to us? And basically, Jon Snow was like, listen, I don't give a damn who I am. I went and bent the knee to save the North. I had a choice to make. Be king of the North or save the North, right?
Right.
And he chose to save the North. Something that I would do naturally.
Yeah.
Especially if I get to smash a bad chick like Daenerys. I would bend the knee, bend the back, bend the arm, everything, man. I would have done
bend
more.
Bend the whole body.
Yeah, bend the whole body, right? But moving forward, and everyone understands, like, listen, like Jon's like, I don't owe any of you anything. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, I just died for you. I could do what I want. I do what I want.
He really did die.
Right? He really did. He really did.
So the scene that I really liked was, like a quote from that is they were like talking about like the rations, because they have the
ratchet.
The rations.
What about the ratchet people? What happened?
Nothing about ratchet people.
Whoa, easy.
Rations.
Oh, okay.
So like the food supply that they have.
How are we supposed to feed everybody?
And then they're like, what do you
Because I'm not going to feed anyone. What do you even feed dragons? They eat
whatever they want.
Yeah.
That was was so good.
So then throughout the episode, Bronn just keeps showing himself, and just being hella awkward. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And how's he moving in his wheelchair? Is he using his mind like Professor X? And who's putting him there?
Right. Like, how did he? Because he stays in the same spot for majority of the.
Is he just in that same spot the whole?
Yeah, waiting for
time.
He says waiting for a friend or an old friend. That's who it is.
Jamie.
We all know who it is. Jamie Lannister.
Jamie Lannister.
So, but I really liked when he sees like Jon Snow and Jon hugs him. He's like, "You're a full grown man now." Mm-hmm. You know what? You remember what Bran said? Almost.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. That's such a teenager reaction.
And then Jon looks at him and he's just like, "What the fuck is up with this guy?" He looks at Sansa. Sansa's like, "Yo, we got to talk about some stuff. Like he's just gone through puberty. And he's hella weird now.
Yeah, like let's just we'll just move on to this.
This guy has multiple. He has multiple personalities in there. Mm-hmm. Because he's the three-eyed raven. He's like everything.
Yeah, he sees everything.
Yeah, but he's like connected to everything. So he's basically everything. And I don't know. He's just weird. He's a weirdo, man. Like, yeah, no, Brown's really weirdo.
At the age he was pushed out of that window by Jaime, like. You're pretty fucked up from that, like seeing that, and then like
he became a little bitch when he got pushed out the window. But anyway, let's move this forward. All right. The next scene is what?
That's the scene where we get to the Iron Throne, where it's Cersei. She meets Euron for the first time, right?
And Cersei's sitting on that.
Which she doesn't deserve to sit on it. But
she doesn't what?
She doesn't deserve to sit on it.
I think she's done enough to deserve to sit on it. She fucking took out a whole family.
That's true. She took out whole of House Tyrell.
Yeah, she took out her husband. Like she outlasted Joffrey. Like she put in work to sit on that throne. I'm not going to take it away.
She also got shamed walking through the streets, which was
right. She's done some work, right? Don't take credit away from her.
I don't know. I'm just not
equal
I'm not team
opportunity.
Cersei. I'm just not team Cersei, I guess.
Equal opportunity.
I mean, I agree with
everybody had a chance to take the throne.
But Jon's the rightful king of the throne.
I mean, we find that out in a little bit, okay?
Okay, we'll get there.
So Cersei's sitting there. She's like, she sees Euron, who's on hella drugs, and then
he's a bad motherfucker, with dude.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's bad. He doesn't give a fuck.
Did you read the books?
The books, I did not read the books, but I watched some YouTube videos on the books.
He's a bad motherfucker in the books.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Bad.
In the
we
show
don't have time to go all over into the books, but we'll do another show for that. But one thing about Cersei, she's just really upset about the elephants that she didn't get. Mm-hmm. And I was really upset too. I'm like, damn.
Imagine elephants.
Yeah, well, that would be some good food for the dragons. So I was also upset that the elephants weren't there. Fast forward, she's going into the room, and homie's just still talking, hitting her in the back of the head with all these lines like, yo, when are you going to give that up? Mm-hmm. I gave you this. I gave you that. All right, I might have not given you the elephants, but I'm ready to give you this elephant.
Mm-hmm. You remember what she said?
She didn't say anything. She just looked at him and walked off.
Well, she said the quote earlier, if you want a whore, buy one. If you want a queen,
well, that was the very beginning, but he kept talking after that.
True, yeah.
And then he got in the pants, man. He what else is there to fight for? You smashed her. You feel like you put a baby in her, or you're gonna try to put a baby in her.
That was such a weird scene.
Oh, it was an amazing scene. I loved it. And then meanwhile, back at the ranch, back at the boat, homegirl gets rescued.
Yeah, Yara got rescued by Theon.
It's kind of the role reversal. Mm-hmm. And she headbutts him and says, like, basically, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you. I remember what you did to me, but now we're cool. Now we're even. She goes back to the Iron Islands. Greyjoy, Theon wants to go back and help Jon Snow to, he's still he's atoning for the sins he's committed. He's trying to make things right. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have any balls or a dick at all, I mean, what else is there to do than to make things right with your family, right?
So question that I saw posed on Twitter. Mm-hmm. How did the Unsullied people without dicks, like, in the show?
So do they not have dicks or do they not have balls?
They got full castrated, dude. They're like no dick, no balls.
Well, I mean, there's still a hole there, dude.
So they just pee out the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were like cottering the wound and like.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. They might have a little guy right there. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never been castrated, right? So,
me neither.
Yeah, man. Go look it up. So what else happens?
So we get the scene between the Hound and Arya.
Oh, that was a good scene.
Yeah, because that was just super awkward. They it
wasn't awkward. He was happy to see her.
Yeah, but she still hates him.
No, they don't hate each other. They love each other. It's like a father-daughter kind of relationship. They just been estranged and they're back together again. Like, they do love each other. But then none of them are going to say it.
Right, that's true.
He's like, you left me there to die. Remember, I stole your money first. Remember that
Oh,
scene?
yeah.
So then he's just saying, yeah, you're still a cold-hearted bitch, you know? And it's like, and he's like, yeah, just exactly the way you need to be to survive. You've learned well. That's really what it was.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah. No, I see. I was like, it had been a while since I saw the episode where like the Hound saved her.
Right.
So I like watched that and I'm like, oh geez, that's really fucking tense. Right. After that, we get the Jon and Sansa scene.
Yeah. I mean, and what do you think about that?
So Sansa wants the throne or Jon to still be the king of the North. And I really liked the question
just like girls always wanting everything, like titles. It's not about the titles, it's about the relationship, man.
Boom. No, so that's exactly what like I love is Sansa's like, did you bend the knee because you love her, or did you bend the knee to save the North? And he's like, titles don't fucking matter. Like, how many times has he said that? That's been his like theme throughout the entire series. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because it seems like he's being repetitive. I'm like, yo, he told you I'm leaving to go and bring help. I brought in a huge army. I brought in 2 full-grown dragons that I'm about to ride. But he's also bringing Cersei,
and he thinks
Cersei's not coming.
But then she gets him and says, "Do you really think?"
She said that to Tyrion.
Huh?
She said that to Tyrion. That's what Sansa says to Tyrion. Yeah. She's like, I once thought you were the wisest man.
Wasn't it smartest?
It was wisest.
Wasn't it smartest?
No, it was wisest.
You sure?
I once thought you were the most wise man in the kingdom. And then just walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that.
Honestly, Tyrion has been nerfed a little bit. He used to be like super smart and come up with all these schemes, and now he's just tagging along.
Yeah, I feel like he was kind of there this episode.
The past couple seasons, like his thoughts of things have
right. I feel like Varys has better strategies recently.
It failed and everything. Like, well, okay, so we brought Tyrion. We need to see some Tyrion action.
Yeah, Tyrion's the main character of the series.
We need some strategic planning.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
All right, so we have that, which this thing that
then Jon meets Arya.
Yeah, Jon meets Arya. And that was awesome. I cried.
Okay, I'm glad you're that much of a bitch and cried. Yeah, okay,
it was a great scene.
Okay, why would you cry? There's no tears. There was a happy moment.
I cried happy tears.
Happy tears.
Yeah.
And so he saw her, and then basically he was kind of surprised at Arya because Arya was siding with Sansa, and he's like, basically, why are you siding with Sansa? Like, when did this ever happen?
Right.
When did you guys start to like each other? I thought it was like a me and you thing. And then Arya's just like, hey, no, Sansa is the smartest person that she knows, and Sansa's also very emotional and very stupid at the same time. She's kind of annoying to me. Yeah, she's kind of annoying to me for sure. Yeah. And maybe that's where they want us to go with the show. But okay, cool. Now the whole family's reunited. Everyone knows but Jon about the secret.
Yeah.
And she kind of reminds Jon, like, hey, don't forget that you are our family. Like, no matter what, like, don't forget. Like, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So we fast forward. What's the next scene?
Next scene is the scene you can't wait to talk about. So I'll let you talk about it.
Huh? Oh, Jon rides a dragon.
Yep.
Jon rode a dragon. And the thing is, like, how do I ride this thing? And, I'm watching, and I'm like, how is he hanging on? Like, what is his leg stuck in? Like, how is he hanging on? But, I mean, it was dope. They're riding the dragon all over the place. He kind of takes control and takes the lead, lands the dragon. The dragon trusts Jon.
The nosedive that the dragon did with Jon. That scene was great.
That was awesome.
That was so cool to watch.
Yeah.
Imagine that in VR.
The point of view, yeah, that'd be dope. Watching Game of Thrones in VR. And then they end up by like this ice place, which is kind of like reminiscent of him and Ingrid.
Yes, Ygritte.
Is it Ygritte?
Yeah, it's Ygritte.
Is that Ingrid?
No, it's Ygritte.
I'll give you that one. Okay, him and Ygritte. Him and a redhead. Okay.
I think it's a hard one. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm not gonna agree with you. Okay, just let me fucking say what I need to say. All right. So him and his old girlfriend. And, they're talking about how they could stay here forever. And then Daenerys is like, we could stay here for 1,000 years. And, this whole time, I mean, the chemistry is a little bit off. It doesn't look natural.
Yeah, it felt kind of weird.
It felt kind of forced.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny, though, watching the dragons, like, eye down Jon.
Right. Oh, well, when the dragon was eyeing Jon, I guess they were having sex. He's like, hey,
yeah,
you're not my dad.
That's the best meme ever.
Right. You're not my dad. But moving forward from that, we have...
That's when we have the scene in the cataracts.
Huh? Cataracts?
Where Sam...
Isn't that a fucking disease in your eyes, Mitch?
Or the catacombs, sorry. Whoops.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, man. The scene in the
Oh
Can't
my
recover from
goodness.
that one. Okay.
Yeah. So they're in a scene with cataracts
Okay. So the scene in the
with Snoop Dogg
catacombs.
smoking some weed.
So that's the scene when Sam finally, or no. So
John's
before
in,
that,
John's in the catacombs, pays
Yeah.
respect to his dad.
yeah. So first off,
Who
Braun
thinks
is
that his dad?
yeah. So Braun's like,
Bron.
hey.
Hey, there you go. You said Bron.
So Braun's like, Sam, you have to tell John.
Because Bron's a little bitch. Like, yo, how are you going to have all the information?
Okay,
Like,
so-
yo, you got to tell him. You
Would you
got to tell
believe-
him, I'm going to be here. And yes, I would believe him. But he's kind of, I think like Bron is trying to work through other people to make it look natural. You know, he knows the future. He knows how everything's supposed to line up. So he is kind of orchestrating it, pulling the strings.
Yeah.
He's the puppet master. That's what he's doing. So Sam goes down there and he's like, listen, John, you've always been a king. You've been a king from this time and this time. And you've always been a king from this time and this time. And just if you didn't believe me, this is the actual cold, hard facts.
Yeah, because when Sam found out about Aegon when he was in the library.
Right.
Also, let's not forget how Sam first finds out before this is like, oh yeah, by the way, your girlfriend killed my dad and my brother.
Yeah. He had to throw that in there.
Yeah, that was like the first.
But
thing
he
he
had to. It's like, listen, but it's not about that.
Yeah,
It's about you. And John wasn't even thinking about anything. Like, oh my God, I'm a king. He's like, oh my God, I slept with my aunt.
his reaction was pretty calm.
But you could feel it. There was the tension in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tension. So then fast forward, we go back. We're on the outside.
Yes, so that's when we get to the scene where they're at the wall. It's Tormund and the rest of the Night's Watch.
Right.
That scene was fucking spooky.
It was funny as hell. Yeah, when the guy's like, hold on, wait. His eyes are blue. And he's like, my eyes are always blue.
Yep.
And then they reunite. And then they go in there and they see that kid on with the graffiti,
Yeah.
basically. And poor kid.
Yeah, that was actually one of the kids from House Umber.
Yeah, I know. He was supposed to go back and gather the rest of his people. He got like staked into the wall.
And then
Thumbtacked into the wall.
yeah, pretty much. And then they used his like body parts to
yeah.
make the signet.
And then these body parts to use it. His whole body.
Oh, that's right. It was his whole body.
Yeah,
They just took other
arms
random
and stuff
parts.
like that. And then the kid starts screaming like a little girl, and then they light him on fire, and then the whole thing starts to come together in the picture. So that was a message.
Yeah.
That they were trying to send. And then we fast forward. The next scene is
That's it. That's it. Ended on that scene.
no, the show didn't end on that scene. It's
That's
Jamie
the last thing
Lannister. Jamie Lannister
shit,
shows
right.
up. Fool.
Yeah. No, I forgot to write that down.
Damn. So, anyways, for the people that didn't write it down, like me, and just remembers, Jamie Lannister shows up, and there, who do we have? Bran, just being weird, sitting in his wheelchair, and they lock eyes, and I'm like, oh man, they have not talked since they talked.
Right.
It's about to go down. It's about to be lots of hugs and kisses and forgiveness, right?
No, absolutely not.
I think on one side it's going to be hugs and kisses, forgiveness, I'm so sorry, and on the other end it's going to be, hey, dude, I just don't really care. Let's just get this shit going. We have work to do.
I think that's more than likely like gonna be Bran's like that's gonna be his
definitely
reaction.
Bronze. Yeah,
Because he's just so ready for everything to be like done.
right.
He just wants it all to be over.
So I'm going to give this episode of Game of Thrones probably, I'll give it an 8.9.
8.9.
Yeah, 8.9 out of 9.
Ooh, out of 9.
Yeah,
I
we
like the change
we
up.
don't even need to go to 10.
Okay.
8.9 out of 9. Great episode. A lot of people are angry that it's saying like, hey, I mean, it was a little slow and we should have got more into the action. But look, we had to answer all these issues that happened in the last season. And they did answer all those episodes.
Right.
All the episodes they answered. All the issues from those episodes they answered. And they did a great job. So the next episode, next week, is going to be freaking amazing. And of course, we're going to be talking about that.
And then after that, that's when the war finally starts. They're saying episode 3 of the season.